Hello, today's lesson is a basic review of perimeter and area. So the first question asks us to find the perimeter. And what I want you to do is I want you to highlight this word perimeter and I want you to put the word add. When we're working with perimeter, there are formulas that we can multiply, but I want you to remember that we're adding all of the sides together. So as I look at this triangle, it says show your work, by the way. I notice that I only see two of the sides, so I have to add up all of the sides. And these little hash markings mean that these are the same. So this is also 5 yards. So to show my work, I'm going to go all the way around the triangle. 5 yards plus 5 yards plus 7 yards equals 17. So the perimeter of this is 17 yards. And there's no little square on it. So it would be 5 yards plus I'm adding another 5 yards plus I'm adding 7 yards. So perimeter is just a linear or a measurement, one-dimensional measurement. Next, question number 2 asks you to find the perimeter of a rectangle. It mentions that this rectangle has a length of 11 centimeters and a width of 4 centimeters. And it would be very helpful to also highlight perimeter. So now it might also be helpful for us to draw a picture of this rectangle. And it mentioned that the length was 11 centimeters and the width was 4 centimeters. Now, one of the common mistakes is to just use, if I'm working on the perimeter, to just use the 2 dimensions that I see. However, both of these are 11, so I need another 11, and both of these are 4, so I need another 4, all the way around the rectangle. So 11 plus 4 is 15, and another 11 plus 4 is 15, so the perimeter is 30 centimeters. Let's go on to area. Area is 2-dimensional, and we're going to multiply. And each formula has its own personal, each polygon has its own personal formula. So for a square, all the sides are the same. So we could use side times side. We only need 2 of them. We don't go all the way around and add all of them. We're multiplying 2 of them. Then a rectangle is unique because it has 2 sides that are the same, 2 pair of sides that are the same. These are the same, and these are the same. And then a parallelogram looks like a rectangle that kind of tipped over. Classic parallelogram. These 2 sides are the same measurement, and these 2 sides are the same. Now, because a square and a rectangle are also a parallelogram, we could just use this formula for all 3 of them, which we've discussed in class. So you use whichever you prefer. And then finally, a triangle is 1/2 of a parallelogram. And so we need the base and we need the height, but we just need half of it. And again, it's 2-dimensional. We're multiplying and we're trying to find how many square units are inside. Perimeter's about the outside, area's about the inside, how many square units. So it says find the area of the following polygon, show the formula, the substitution, and the answer with unit labels. So I'm going to start by showing a formula. It's a square, so I can write either area equals side times side, or I could use area equals base times height. You have choices. Well, you're probably noticing they only give us 1 dimension. And what's important about a square is if that side is 14, then this side is 14, and we're multiplying. So 14 feet times 14 feet. Pause and use your calculator, please. And that should be area equals 196 square feet. Our feet squared is how we often write it. So it's saying how many squares are on the inside. So we have the formula, which they requested. We have the substitution, that's where we fill in numbers for our variables. And then we have the answer, including the unit labels. The unit of measure in this case was feet. So for the triangle, we're going to put formula, which is area equals 1/2 base times height, or we can use area equals base times height divided by 2. Multiplying by 1/2 is the same as dividing by 2. Now we're going to substitute in the formula. So we have the base, which is 12, and we have the height, which is 9. So if I took 1/2 of 12, that would be 6, and 6 times 9 would be 54, and our unit of measure is yards. Again, area is how many square units are inside, so that'd be squared, or we put square yards. Thanks for listening, and have a good day.